Hello, beautiful people. My name is Jane, and welcome back to my channel. So, in today's video, I'm going to be talking about relationship. And I know I'm not an expert or anything, but I do have some experience in the field. And I'm going to be sharing the things that I know and the things that I've learned from other people. So, just stick around. You might pick a thing or two you like. Don't look at the package, just focus on the message. Okay. So, in this video, I'm going to be talking about what to do when you can't get across to your partner, when it's like no matter how hard you try, they just can't speak their mind. But things are just off. You know things are off, but no matter how hard you try, they just can't speak up or communicate or let you know what's going on. Right? That can be very frustrating for anybody that has ever experienced it. I've experienced it. So, which is why I'm making this video to share a few things that I hope will resonate with you guys, or at least with somebody out there. So the first thing is when it's like you know something is on this person's mind, but no matter how hard you try, you just can't seem to get through. I think one of the most important things to do is to give them time, right? Give them space. Because most times when it's like you're speaking and speaking and the person you're talking to is not hearing you, you feel the need to, increase the volume, and that's when people start saying things like you nag too much, you're all up in their face and all that, and you don't want to be in in that position, even though you're not doing that. You're just being that way because you're trying so hard to get through to this person, and then they kind of like turn it around and kind of perceive you in a light that you're not in. So one of the best things to save yourself your sanity and your peace is to give them space, give them time to work their things through. After you've made the effort to ask what the problem was, to be there for them, to be soothing, to be calm, to be compassionate, to be patient, and it's still like you're not getting through, give them space to figure their things out. And focus on other things, focus on yourself, focus on your kids if you have kids, focus on your hobbies, your work, career, other things that make up your life, that bring you fulfillment. Focus on all those things and give this person time to deal with their problem. That's number one. Number two, try not to get passive aggressive. This one is difficult. When you're trying so hard to get through to somebody you care about, and it's like the more you're trying, the more the ball is hitting the bar and falling off. Resentment tend to build because they are being inconsiderate and insensitive to your needs, to your feelings and emotions for them. So resentment kind of like not intentionally, but I mean, we're all human beings, right? So that tends to happen. And when that happens, if you can't explain it or express it because they're not even giving you the room to be expressive yourself, you tend to get passive aggressive. And that will not solve anything for anybody. If anything, to take you both to the extreme where it's like it explodes, and that's not going to be good for anybody, right? So, but it's difficult. Like I said before, we're all human beings, right? When people act a certain way, you react a certain way because you're still a human being at the end of the day, right? But consciously try to not get passive aggressive, when it's like you're talking to a wall and this person always has a wall up and all that. So try, if you can, to not get passive aggressive, because that's not good, especially if you want to work things out with this person, because that's not going to help at all in what is already happening. The next one is be patient. The next one is be patient. This one is easier said than done. People always say, oh, be patient, like you're supposed to just sit down, cross your legs, and wait for the next, however long it takes them to figure their shit out. Like, it's going to be that easy, that seamless. Just be patient. It's like always waking up every day, knowing that there is something that needs to be done that hasn't been done, and not knowing when it's going to get done, and you're just supposed to like fold your arms and be patient. This is difficult, but it's good advice. You have to be patient, especially like I said before, if you want to work things out with this person. If you don't want to work things out with this person, but if you want to work things out with this person, you ought to be patient. You have to be patient, even if that's not your default, even if that's not how you are made. You have to practice patience. Try on your own to be patient, and one of the ways that you can do this, or that would help you be patient, is to kind of like put yourself in their shoes. I mean, I don't know if this is really going to help, but try to like see it from their own angle, see it from their own perspective. They're actually dealing with things. I mean, this is your partner, right? This is somebody you know more than me, more than anybody else. I believe you know them. So you're kind of like, I think putting yourself in their shoes, trying to like say, okay, or going through something like this, and I don't really feel like how would I want my partner to react, to act? And if that helps, fine. But just know that if you've ever been told to be patient, it's good advice. But the truth is, there's always so much a person can take, right? Even the most patient person still have their breaking point. That's just the truth. There's so much a person can take. So try as much as you can, or as long as you can, to be patient and wait for them to come around. The next one is if you've tried to be there for them, you've tried to let them know that you're there for them, you're ready to work things out, ready to hear whatever it is that is going on, and they've decided to be a wall. It's time for you to know that it's not your fault that they are the way they are. It's not your fault that somebody is emotionally unavailable. It's not your fault that somebody is so insensitive that they don't know what their silence could do to you or to your relationship. The moment you understand and accept that it's not your fault, this is not, you're not supposed to fix this for them. Your job is to show up, to do your own part, and they have to do their own part. You can't do yours and do theirs. The moment you realize this, know this and know peace. The moment you realize this and accept it, you see, you tend to stop overcompensating. You tend to stop being all up in their face. You tend to stop chasing. And when you stop chasing and step back from the situation, from the everything that has been happening, you tend to see things clearly, and that's just the truth. You tend to see things from a different perspective, and most times these things are things that help you to also see yourself in a better light and see the situation for what it really is, and know whether you've been doing things the wrong way or whether you've been doing things the right way. But it's always very important to have that time where you step back from everything and reevaluate everything around you, and you, this person, the situation, what's going on, and how it has always been. This is very important. So know that it is not your job to do your part in the relationship and also do another person's part. It takes two to tango, right? So you can't do your part and still do another person's part for them. So know this and know peace. The next one is this one is important. Now we're about to get deep into this thing. Depending on how long this silence or not speaking their mind or not just communicating with you and letting you know what's up has been going on, you need to reevaluate this relationship, and that's just the truth. But you need to give yourself time, which is why step 1, 2, 3, 4 is very important before you get to this place, right? Where you've stepped back, you've had time to clear your head, to focus on other things in your life, step back and reevaluate the relationship and see for what it really is. When you step back and try to reevaluate things, you tend to see whether there is a pattern to this thing. Whether it's like 1 minute everything is great, good, going fine, and then the next minute it all goes to hell. You need to recognize the pattern. You need to see things for what they truly are. Because when you're in the situation and you have so many things coming at you at the same time, the good days, the bad days, the ugly days, you're so confused, you're so out of it, you don't really tend to see things for what they truly are. But if when you step back from this, you recognize a pattern to this, it's like this person does these things deliberately to get you to be a certain way. Maybe you're not somebody that would normally nag or talk too much or insist or feel the need to put your foot down, but because this person is just not receptive, this person makes you so frustrated and angry, and you feel like you're not getting anywhere, and then you tend to try to push, try to get your message across, but that's not you. If this person is intentionally or unintentionally bringing out the worst in you, then it's what they call toxic relationship. You might not really know that you're in it until you find out that you are in it. And most times, these things, don't get me wrong, these things happen. The other person might not really be doing it intentionally, but they just have some toxic traits that they've not really had time to look through and work out work things out for themselves. Personally, it has nothing to do with you. But if their personal toxic traits, it's beginning to affect your peace, affect your mental health, affect your, productivity in life and all that, then it's time to have a conversation. It's not necessarily about them talking or you talking, but if you've tried to talk, you've tried to work it out, you've tried to, do things differently and it's still shaky, then it's time to, face the truth, right? Face the truth. Do what's best for you. Go to therapy, get some couples counseling, whatever it is, depending on what that person means to you. But what I'm saying basically is most times these things are not to be taken at face value. Like I said before, I'm not an expert. I'm not going to be saying, so if it's this, then you have to do this or you have to do that. But what I'm saying is basically most times is that it's good to look at things from a different angle, from a different perspective, because there are always those, right? And when you're like stuck in who you are, the way you do things, most times you don't actually see things for what they truly are. And that could be good. Seeing things for what they truly are gives you clarity, gives you reasons, purpose, closure, whatever you want to call it, to be able to do the right thing for yourself, for your future, for your mental health, for your peace. So that's number 5. So that's it. So what I'm saying basically is that there are some people, there are some couples, there are some partners, some friends that only bring out the worst in you. There are some people that when you're with them in a relationship, you have to do things that you would normally not do before. And it's like, when it doesn't fit, it doesn't fit. So I'm going to stop here now and, conclude this video. So now that you know this, now that you've seen it from a different angle, whatever you decide to do, just know that you're enough. You deserve happiness. You deserve all the good things that you want out of life. All those things that you wish that you had. You actually deserve them. And you're not going to get them being stuck in a place where, I heard this saying recently said, you can't expect healing in the same place you got hurt. And that kind of like changed my life, right? It's crazy, but most times you gotta do what you gotta do yourself. Might not always seem like it, but I believe there is light at the end of the tunnel. And being informed, knowing what's what, goes a long way in helping you make the best decisions in these situations. And also, this does not apply to every situation, right? As we are all different, as our relationships are different, that's how solutions are. There's no one size fits it all. So it depends on you looking objectively at what you're working with and deciding what's best for you, your situation, and the person that you're working with. So at the end of the day, it's all up to you. But I just want you to know that you deserve happiness, right? Whatever it is, whatever you decide to do at the end of the day, you deserve to be happy, and you will be happy, and you're enough, and you're beautiful. So thank you guys for watching this video. Thank you so much for watching this video, especially watching it till the end. I really appreciate having you here. Please check out some of my other videos and give this video a like if you liked it, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.